Hey, this is Mark. I'm here at Mukunda Studio. How are you doing? This is an IG Live that will be talking with Gautam about our upcoming well-being fair. And in a moment, we will bring him into our space here. So we're excited. It's finally coming the 16th, this Saturday, and it's from 12 noon till 4 p.m. here at Mukunda Studio. You can come as you wish, and here we have Gautam. Hello, Gautam.
Hello, Mark. How
Good.
are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
I am doing good. Thank you for doing this.
Absolutely. And I see Tom and Saida. Hello.
Hello.
So we are here to talk about the upcoming Wellbeing Fair. This is our event for the San Francisco Bay Area to bring the topic of well-being more forward in our conversations, to think about what do we each uniquely need to feel supported, to feel inspired, to recognize that this is our birthright. And Gautam has been a wonderful part of our well-being fair since the beginning, which our first one was December 2022. And Gautam, we met from Integral Yoga, and I remember you came to some classes there before. It's almost, I guess, right before the pandemic, and also right before I switched and started Mukunda Studio.
Right.
So that was in 2019, 2020, somewhere around there.
Correct.
And yeah, so it's been really fun getting to know you more, and of course having you in classes here, and also at all of the well-being fairs. You have been doing your intuitive readings for us, which is every time filled up, and people just have so many wonderful things to say. I'm excited for you that this has been a growing adventure for you, an expanding adventure. I would love for you to share with folks, first of all, introduce yourself, and then also share this journey that brought you to become able to channel and be able to offer intuitive readings.
Yeah, so thank you, Mark, for putting some context to this. I basically have always been extremely sensitive and could pick up on energies ever since a young kid. Never quite, developed that. I think my mother was more conscious of me developing that, but I chose not to hear it. But then as I gotten older, I think, just my interest in spirituality, astrology, etc., from a more mental perspective than from a physical and emotional perspective, and it grew. And then also studying Vedanta, which is non-dual wisdom, doing some Ayurveda, yoga, everything. I kind of went back to my roots. I think the whole inculcation in consciousness allowed me to then deepen my intuition. And as I was able to see flashes about my own near future, I recognized that my clairvoyance was coming through. And then I was able to help a lot of friends or family members. Now it's so strange. It's like I could never get anything for family members because I kind of put it out into the universe. Don't tell me anything about immediate family because it is scary, It's too much for me to handle. So it's actually fine. But for a lot of other friends, clients from all over the world, they're just quite impressed in terms of like, I can't believe you get this. And so that's how it's just grown.
Will you explain what, because
Yeah.
I know this, but I think for some folks watching, explain clairvoyance and what this experience is like for you, and yeah, what that modality
Absolutely. So thank you. So with clairvoyance, what I do is, we all have what they call mind's eye, right? Where you can just visualize or imagine or manifest, you have an image. But with my mind's eye, I can actually see specifics for myself and or others if I tune into the energy field. And I can also sense things in my body. So as I've been doing this, I've gotten more attuned to that. And then within those sensations and what I visually see, I can then say, here's what I'm picking up, or here's what I'm sharing. And then as we go deeper into the reading, things form, percolate, the past comes together. So the relationship, the cosmic web gets woven through a reading. So I actually really like it because it's also part of like storytelling. And what I find that the gift that I bring, because it's funny, it's in service first. I've always had that mindset. Um, that I'm able to help people with unlocks, or they come back 2 weeks later and say, you know, what you said did happen, or, you know, I chose to take that step because of you giving me this reading. And my readings kind of run kind of intense, but they run long sometimes, most of the time. And yeah, but I wanted to get back to the fair, which is really most important. Firstly, I respect you deeply, as you truly know, and I just think what you've done with your platform as a person, and I may get teary-eyed, and even with the SF Wellbeing Fair, and being Indian, it's very dharmic, or you know, truly the divine's work, or you're really raising higher consciousness. And what you've done is you've put together your um, past background, your consciousness, and also, you know, your yoga philosophies to put together this great platform in terms of the wellness aspect that just allows for people to, as you had said, raise their consciousness, get better, make sure that they put their mind, body, and spirit first. And I think that all we can do is help be change agents, provide the right kind of tools and resources so everyone can work on raising their consciousness, right? And so it's just so powerful. And with each event, I meet so many great practitioners. I'm just in awe every time. I come away beaming, meet some practitioners with their whether it's their medicinals, whether it's their Reiki, whether it's, you know, the talks. I come back wiser, happier, and just more fulfilled from those days. And then it's also the clients that I've met, the people I've been able to help, the community I've built. And it's a powerful, powerful, powerful engine of change in the way we should all be headed. So thank you for allowing me to be a part of it.
Wow, thank you. Without having a group of folks that have that similar mindset or that vision, that interest in seeing consciousness expand, it wouldn't, it wouldn't have the feel that it does. So I've greatly appreciated you being involved each time. And, in the world right now with so much happening, sometimes I think it's, how can we, how can we feel like we're creating any impact when we can feel either helpless, overwhelmed, burdened, heavy with this reality that
Right.
seems incessant and, um, just overwhelming. So in that regard, that's why I feel appreciative of what you offer is similar kind of things. Sometimes, like you explained, there can almost be like this locking of our mind and consciousness that does not see something be able to unlock or resolve or unwind. And that's what I feel is what I've heard and experienced with you, that you bring in uh, insight for people to recognize that you can unwind that, or there is a pathway. Can you explain just a bit more? When someone will come to the fair, they'll have, I think, a 15-minute session with you. So I know you like to go, like you had said, it's nicer when you get to have a longer reading, but will this still feel like a nice reading? And then
Absolutely.
what might happen from there?
So yes, so typically in a 10 or 15-minute session, first of all, I get so excited. I make sure I raise my consciousness 2 days before, or do everything. So I come in there, I've got great energy going. They come in, they sit down, and typically say, well, you can ask either one question, two questions, or they 90% of them say no, just keep it general. So I tune in and I pick up, and I pick up on patterns, and I say, I'm seeing or picking up this, and I immediately pick it up because now I've gotten used to my small, quick sessions,
Hmm.
and I'll pick up either somewhere where there's some form of resistance, or somewhere where there's a little bit of hesitation in terms of decision making, or somewhere I also pick up like where things are truly flowing. So it's just based on that. I just look at it as energy. I'm not one of those who say, oh, the relationship, the health, the career. No, I just pick up on the energy because I feel relationship, health, career, all kind of intertwined, right? It's all one big bouillabaisse in that respect. So I just pick it up that way, and then, they see and they reflect, and then, most likely they say, yeah, that sounds right. And then either some of them will say, well, I've been feeling this or want to do that. And then I affirm if their decision making feels good, I'll sense in my body. And then, most likely some of them will say, yeah, that makes me feel validated, or that's great. And so it's an affirmation. Or sometimes I just feel that, I just feel, and I'll be honest, and they don't have to take my advice. And I totally encourage them that this is just free will. Sometimes I may say that, look, I'm not feeling good about that decision. Maybe just wait it out, be patient. So it's just what I sense and see, and then that's it. And they wrap up pretty nicely, even in that 15-minute time period. Whatever needs to come through comes through. I also offer Reiki. I know I've been focusing on readings, but people can also ask for Reiki. I've been doing what's actually happening very naturally for me right now is when I'm doing readings, I'm also giving clients Reiki because I'm tuning into their body also now, and I can sense where there are blockages. So I just say, look, I'm also going to send you distance Reiki. So it dovetails really well. And thanks to one of the practitioners in the fair, I was able to get certified. So, just talk about the win-win. I'm expanding, my gifts are expanding as a result of connections from the fair. So, just think if participants come, meet practitioners, just within that community, they can just feel so much more abundant, healthier, happier. Just 3 or 4 hours of their time can just transform their lives in a matter of days or months.
Well, you have, I think, given us a nice perspective of what we can experience. And I also appreciate that not only are we really trying to intrigue attendees to come, but I feel like you even gave a message out to other practitioners to
Absolutely.
recognize this. It can be a resource for practitioners to come and meet other practitioners or receive. How often do we remember to do that, right? Go take care of ourselves. And I also love that at the fair is where you met Debbie Pacheco, and the
Yes,
two of
and
you have now
collaborate.
teamed up. Yeah, collaborating on events here,
Yeah.
which that just has been like such a joy for me to witness. And I love that idea of like, continuing to find more connections, through one another coming in
Oh, yeah.
into these spaces.
Oh, yeah.
So
It's been a gift. It's been the gift that keeps giving. I mean, I've gotten trainings, I've gotten collaborations, I've made friendships, I've received, from Lars, massage and everything. I mean, you've got. It's also a testament to you. You just attract the best and the finest, and I'll take that compliment as well.
Ah, you should. Well, thank you, Gautam. On that high note,
Yeah,
I appreciate you taking the time, and
of course.
I'm excited that we'll get to have you here on Saturday. And this is again this Saturday, March 16th. You can get tickets either on Eventbrite or on our new website, sfwellbeingfair.com. You can also join live stream, and on the sfwellbeingfair.com website, there's a live stream ticket option where you won't be able to get a reading with Gautam, but there are other opportunities from group classes like meditation and movement, conversation circles that will be available through the live stream option. So I hope you all will join us. And Gautam, I'll see you Saturday.
I see you. Thank you for doing
Okay,
it. So
thank
excited.
you.
Bye.
Bye.